What's up, guys and girls? Yes, it's blooming Friday. Yes, we're at work, and
Reporting for duty, sir.
yes, the coffee guy's here. On that note, fire at that intro. Oh, what a extreme day that was. I think is possibly a really good way of voicing it. From being in a position where, man, this morning I could quite have easily left the establishment, got in my car and never thought about it ever again. And let's just say it was very frustrating, poor communication, and I didn't want to be the person that was kind of in the I told you so department. To just having an hour's conversation with somebody that is relatively high up in the company. Higher up than I am, but that's not hard. And it just absolutely changing the mindset from being like frustrated, feeling low in self-worth and all the rest of it, to being in a position where you're like, I'm glad I'm not the only person that thinks on the level that I think about management and how to manage people, and just the self sort of gratification about doing a good job and hard working and success, and that not always being about numbers and money. Arguably, yes, I understand, I'm not completely naive to the fact that yes, money makes the world go round, and if it wasn't for the fact of needing money, I wouldn't even be here and having this conversation now. But there are other factors at play that really do make a huge impact on morale, the spirit of the overall team, and the message and the drive. And regardless of what you say they are, or the mission statement to your company, or the things that you have written as the tagline under your company's name, if those things aren't implemented on a grassroots level, it's meaningless. And so you could have the most philosophical taglines and the most well-versed values within a company, but if they're not being taken on by every layer, and just some real simple understandings of everybody is responsible for everybody's success within that corporation, small business, whatever it may be, man, there should be so much more emphasis, I think, in, just speaking from experience, my workplace, around that sense of just how important those kind of little tiny values, let's call them micro values, just have a huge impact on performance, emotional and mental well-being of your employers or employees. And yeah, man, it's a shame. I would have loved to have vlogged that conversation because it was really interesting. It was not so like deep and, I don't know, out with the fairies. It was just good, solid conversation about fundamentally how important really good management is. And yeah, shame. Epic conversation. Would love to have been able to reiterate to the camera that in a more intellectual sense, or maybe even in lesser words, which is always what I want to do but can't. Verbal diarrhea, apologies for that. But yeah, just trying to give you a little summary. Oh, that was nearly very tasty, wasn't it? There was a car slipped between those two trucks that looked like it was going to get squished. Yeah, just try to give you a little bit of a summary on the day so far. Was really super deflated this morning. Kind of a little bit fired up now, and I'm glad to be fired up because we are going home. That little excursion is over. Now we are going home, and I'm going to dial in. I've got some learning to do. I've got some course to put some time into, and I'm hoping the weather can stay dry because there's a few crazy little out there things that I wish to do this weekend, but it's so fundamentally governed by what the weather does. Anyway, I've rambled too long. Let's get home, shall we? Oh yeah, shower, shave. Giorgio Armani shaving balm, I'll have you know. If only you could smell it. Yeah. And we've had some sandwiches that Andrea lovingly made. And now, oh yeah,